Good day. In this video, I'm going to outline the requirements for Application Project 2 and review the application worksheet with you so that you understand how it works. This project is worth 10 points and should be posted no later than June 3rd, 2015 in your discussion folder, individual project. One of the things I'm hoping to achieve with this course is for you not only to be able to understand the concepts that we're talking about in the lectures, but to be able to apply them to your personal life and be of value to you as an individual now, but more importantly in the future as you prepare for a successful career. So this project is really about you. It's hard to determine a right or wrong answer. I can tell whether you've put enough energy into it, whether you've covered the key points. So there's 3 sections to the project. The first one is what will life be like in determining your desired income? This I outlined briefly in the lecture, but what I'd like you to do in a few well-developed paragraphs that you can do either in a Word document, you could put it into the Excel document, or you could put it directly into a post. What is life going to be like for you 5 years after graduation? Put your imagination, your thinking cap on. You have an idea where you want to go from a career perspective, but address the following. Will you be a leader, doer? How many hours a week will I work? And you can read the rest. But this will give you a picture of what your life will be like. Now that's going to help you develop the next stage, which is a budget. So now you have this down. So you've got an idea here's where I'm going. Okay. To start this plan, you're going to need to come up with a specific dollar amount of income you anticipate earning upon graduation, and then what your 5-year goal would be. You've already done the research for this in Application Project 1. So this is the first part. Second part is to identify your financial goals. And use the worksheet in Module 3. Identify some short, medium, and long-term financial goals. Let's just take a quick look at that worksheet. This is what the worksheet looks like. There's a tab called Goals Worksheet. You put your name here. The date automatically comes in. But what are your goals short-term? Just list them here. Some of them could be a financial goal, yes or no. Are they a priority, high, medium, low? What's your target date, and is there a cost associated with it? So this is part 2, where you put your, not what you think I want, but what your personal goals are, short, intermediate, and long term. Is it a financial goal? What's the priority? What's the target date? And is there a cost associated with it? So that's the part 2. Part 3 is developing a plan and initial budget. Using the worksheet in Module 3, tab of course materials, develop a monthly and annual budget based on the income you expect to have on graduation. You should estimate your expenses based on where you're going to live and your anticipated lifestyle. If you don't own a car today or need a new one, you should start with a monthly loan lease payment of $250. We're going to refer that more as we go forward. But if you're going to live in a city and not have a car, that's fine, then don't put it in. You should include only the minimum amount due on any student loan. You should then identify the plan size of your emergency fund, how long it will take to achieve, and then how much can you save for retirement. When you got your budget done, I'd like you to stop for a second and comment about how you feel about it. What did you learn? Is it realistic? If it's not realistic, why isn't it realistic? Let's take a look now at the worksheet. You click on the tab, Budget Worksheet. What you have is the blue is where you put inputs. Okay? All inputs is blue. So don't put in any other column other than where it's blue. So blue is input. Let's start. I'm going to give you a sample of how this works. Let's just say somebody is going to make $45,000 after graduation. So I put that in, it automatically calculates that. And they're going to get $5,000 of additional compensation. So they make $50,000 a year. Now, what happens is automatically this model will compute what taxes are Social Security, Medicare taxes. Now, when you contribute to a 401k, you can contribute in pre-tax dollars. So what we do is we enter a percent. So I assume that I'm going to contribute 6. You may do less. If it has any other spending deductions, pre-tax, you put them in. The next line right here that you're seeing, that I'm hovering over right now, that is your income after Social Security, Medicare, and pre-tax deductions. This is your base that we're starting from. You'd add in any interest, dividend, short-term, and that gives us a total taxable income. Okay? Because these things reduce your tax. Your tax is computed then at, I put in a federal, state, I'm assuming we're not living in New York City, so 25% federal, state of 5, that my take-home income is $30,000. Now, let's go back up. My total employer income was 50, but I'm only taking 30 home. What happened? Well, you got $3,000 worth of Social Security, $725 of Medicare, $3,000 of pre-tax, and then your tax is $10,021. So taxes take up an awful lot of money. Okay, this is hopefully something you focus on. So where your take-home that you can spend is 30. You can't spend $50,000 because you have taxes and these pre-tax contributions. If you don't want to save, that's fine. Just put it back to 0, and you got 32,000. Okay, but as you can see, if you make 70,000, you got 46. So let's set this back to 45. So what it'll show over here is our 401k summary is that we start the year with nothing. You're going to put in $2,500. Your company matches it at 5. So you're going to have, at the end of the year, $5,125. Okay. Now, when it comes to compensation, I put in the 50. 401k, you have to put the value of the other benefits in here so you know what your total compensation is. And this is what you're getting from application project 1. Okay? So this is the income piece. You input in the blues, you put your salary here. If you're going to be variable, put your commissions here, add comp. This calculates automatically, these two taxes. You have to decide whether you're going to use the 401k. Calculates the taxes. If you're going to live in New York City, you need to add another 5% on there. Okay? And that's your take-home pay. Once you get your take-home pay, this is what I can spend. I can't spend any more than that. Now, if I have no expenses, I'd be able to save $31,000. I may want to allocate that. But obviously, we're going to have expenses. So let's just assume that from a rent perspective, I'm going to pay $1,200 a month for that, and it includes, let's put in utilities, $150, $100 insurance. Let's assume I'm renting, and that you'll find we're about 15. Okay, I got my car, I got my insurance, I got gas, I got maintenance, my cell phone, my food, eating out. I like to go out. I like to be entertained. Clothes, yeah, $400. Personal products, especially the hair product for me. Health insurance is paid for. Oh, I got to have a gym membership. And I don't have any student loans. I worked. And $100 for miscellaneous. Oops. Look what happened. So my income was $31,000. I spent $61,000, and I have a gap of $32,000. My budget is in balance. So what can I do? Well, I could make more money, or I can reduce my expenses. Let's see where I can. Well, I got to live, right? Yep. You know, at this point, that's a lot of money for a car. You know, maybe I won't spend as much on gas. I'll drive a little bit less. I won't do as much maintenance. There we go. Okay, I guess I'm not going to eat out as much, so let's go 100 drinks. I'm going to have to slow that down. I can't have any entertainment. Clothes, Okay. My hair will be messy. I gotta go to the gym. I'm still 10,000 short. What am I gonna do? What can I cut? Okay, I guess I don't eat out. How did I do? Ooh, I'm still close. I guess I can't buy any drinks. I guess I gotta cut the gym. I'm getting close. No. What happens if I live at home with mom and dad? Oh, now I can save money. In fact, I could put a whole 12,000 in my emergency fund, and I'm balanced. This number always has got to be 0 for you guys. So this becomes your exercise to figure out, based on how much you're going to make. Look at your expenses. Realistically, where are you going to live? What's going to be the costs? Maybe you don't need a car. So maybe what I could do here, if I'm going to live in a big city, is maybe I'm going to get a pass. Ooh, that's just as much as a car. So what you need to now do is to go in and to create your budget for year 1. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. Thank you, and this is due no later than June 3rd, and it's 10 points.